4 million years ago, the first humans walked here. Not in Europe. Not in Asia. In Africa. This is where our story begins. Long before pyramids or pharaohs, before empires or emperors, Africa was the stage for humanity's greatest triumphs and tragedies. This is the story they never taught you. The story of a continent that built the world, only to be torn apart by it. The story of Africa. In the sands of the Sahara, archaeologists have found the bones of our earliest ancestors. Homo habilis. Homo erectus. The first to walk upright, to use tools, to dream of more than survival. But Africa's gift to the world didn't stop there. Along the Nile, a civilization rose that would change history forever. Ancient Egypt. By 3500 BC, King Nama united Upper and Lower Egypt, founding the first dynasty. The pyramids of Giza, the Sphinx, the invention of writing all born here. But Egypt wasn't alone. To the south, the kingdom of Kush thrived, its black pharaohs ruling an empire rich in gold and iron. By 1700 BC, Kush conquered Egypt itself, proving African power was never confined to one river or one people. Meanwhile, in West Africa, the Bantu people began a migration that would reshape the continent. From 2000 BC, they spread south and east, bringing agriculture, iron tools, and new languages. Their legacy. Over 500 million people today speak Bantu languages. But Africa's golden age was just beginning. In 1235 CE, Sundiata Keita, the Lion King of Mali, united the Mandinka people and crushed the Soso Empire. Under Mansa Musa, Mali became the richest empire on earth. His pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 was so lavish, it crashed gold prices in Cairo for a decade. Yet while Mali flourished, Europe was still in the Dark Ages. But then, the unthinkable happened. In 1441, the first African slaves were sold in Portugal. What began as a trickle became a flood. 11 to 50 million souls stolen over 4 centuries. The transatlantic slave trade didn't just rob Africa of its people. It robbed the world of their potential. Kings became cargo. Philosophers became property. And as the slave trade waned, a new horror arrived. In 1884, European powers met in Berlin to carve up Africa like a cake. By 1914, 90% of the continent was colonized. Only Ethiopia and Liberia remained free. Resources were plundered. Borders were drawn without regard for people or history. The scars of colonialism still bleed today. But Africa refused to die. In 1957, Ghana became the first sub-Saharan nation to win independence. Others followed, but freedom came at a cost. The Congo, rich in minerals, became a battleground. Rwanda, divided by colonial lies, erupted in genocide. Yet through it all, Africa endures. Today, Lagos buzzes with tech startups. Ethiopia builds dams to power its future. The African diaspora, from Brazil to Brooklyn, reconnects with roots once severed by chains. This isn't just history. It's the story of us all. Because every human, everywhere, can trace their lineage back to this soil. Back to Africa.